Hello student, welcome to this lecture for field theory. Today we will see what is separable extension, separable polynomial and separable elements. Definition: if f is a field and alpha belongs to E, that is extension of field F, where E is an extension of field F, then alpha is called separable over F if all the roots of minimal polynomial of alpha are distinct. Any element alpha of extension field E of the field F is called separable element if its minimal polynomial have all distinct roots. We define a separable polynomial also. This is the definition for separable element over the field F. Separable polynomial a polynomial Px belongs to Fx, where F is a field, called separable polynomial if all roots of Px are distinct. In other way, we also say all irreducible factors of polynomial Px have distinct roots. This is the definition of separable polynomial and separable extension. Let E be an algebraic extension of F, then E is called separable extension of field F if every element of E is separable over F. Separable polynomial is a polynomial belongs to Fx which have all roots distinct, or if we factor the polynomial Px, then its irreducible factor also have distinct roots. That means all irreducible factors of polynomial Px are separable. Any polynomial is called separable if all of roots of Px are distinct. That is, all irreducible factors of Px have distinct roots, means all irreducible factors of Px are separable over F. Over F is why? Because Px has coefficients from the field Fx. Hence, it is separable over F if Px have all the roots distinct. Maybe that root belongs to Fx or belongs to extension field of Fx. For example, x raised to 4 minus 1 belongs to Qx is separable polynomial because its factors are x minus 1, x plus 1, x minus I, x plus I. These factors does not have coefficients from the field Qx, but all the factors have distinct roots. All of these irreducible factors, all these linear factors of this polynomial have distinct roots. That means this polynomial have 4 roots which are distinct. Maybe that root belongs to q or not. First 2 roots, x is equal to 1 and minus 1 belongs to qx, and next 2 roots I and minus I belongs to the extension field of qx, namely qi. But remember, these polynomial have distinct roots over this field because of what? Polynomial has coefficients from the field qx and it has all roots distinct. Then the polynomial is called separable polynomial, or see the irreducible factors. Suppose initially we factor this polynomial in this way: x square minus 1 into x square plus 1. Irreducible factor of this polynomial over qx. This factor x square plus 1 is irreducible over qx because it is of degree 2. It does not have roots over this field q, therefore it is irreducible over q. Hence, this is irreducible factor for the polynomial over q, but it also have distinct root. This factor has roots plus or minus 1, belongs to qx, so this polynomial is reducible over q, but this is irreducible over q, which also have distinct root in some extension of q. This has roots plus or minus I. This belongs to extension of q, namely qi. Therefore, the polynomial x raised to 4 minus 1 is separable over q. Example, x square minus 1 square belongs to qx. Now this polynomial is not separable over q because it is of degree 4. It has 4 roots which are not distinct. The roots are 1, 1, minus 1 and minus 1. First 2 roots are 1 and 1, next 2 roots are minus 1 and minus 1. Repeated twice, minus 1 repeated twice, 1 repeated twice. So roots of the polynomial are not distinct. The polynomial have coefficients from q for which roots are not distinct, therefore the polynomial is not separable. The polynomial which is not separable called as inseparable polynomial. This is the inseparable over q, and this polynomial is separable over q. Now see the separable element. Alpha is called separable element over here if all the roots of minimal polynomial for alpha are distinct. See the element root 5 belongs to q root 5. Okay, this element is separable over q. Then root 5 is separable element over q. Why it is separable? Because its minimal polynomial is x square minus 5 belongs to qx is minimal polynomial. For root 5 which have all roots distinct. Which are the roots of this polynomial? Plus root 5 and minus root 5. These are 2 distinct roots of minimal polynomial for root 5. Therefore, this polynomial is separable over qx. Hence, the element root 5 belongs to q root 5 is separable over q. Square root 5 belongs to the extension field of q is separable over q because its minimal polynomial has all distinct roots. Whatever the roots, no matter, but roots should be distinct. Then only the element is separable over the given field. Now, definition of separable extension is an algebraic extension. The separable extension should be firstly algebraic extension, then every element of that extension is separable over the given field. For example, consider E field as Qi. This is the extension of Q. Then E is separable extension of Q. Because it is algebraic extension. Secondly, I belongs to the extension field E is separable over Q. Is separable over Q. Why it is separable? Because its minimal polynomial is x square plus 1 belongs to Qx is separable. Hence, every element of Qi is separable element over Q. Therefore, this extension E is separable extension of Q because E is algebraic extension and every element of the algebraic extension is separable element over Q. Therefore, E is the separable extension of Q. The other example of separable extension is C is separable extension of R because I belongs to C is separable, or for all alpha belongs to C are algebraic. All alpha belongs to the extension field of real numbers, that is a field of complex number, are algebraic and separable. But R is not separable extension of Q. Why? Because R is not algebraic extension. Of Q. As R is not algebraic, why it is not algebraic? Because pi, E are transcendental elements over the field Q. That elements belongs to R, pi, E, etc. The elements belongs to set of real numbers but that are not algebraic over Q. Therefore, R is not algebraic extension of Q. What is the definition of separable extension? An extension which is algebraic extension for which every element of extension is separable over F. Then E will be separable extension of F. But here R is not algebraic extension, therefore R is not separable extension of Q. While C is separable extension of R because every element of C is algebraic over R. Also every element of C is separable over R. Therefore C is separable extension of R. We have one corollary, that is E be a finite extension of finite field. Finite field means field with finite number of elements. E is a finite extension of finite field F. That means E is considered as a vector space having finite number of bases over the field F. Then E will be finite extension of field F. Then E equal to F of alpha. Then the extension E is generated by an element alpha and field F, where that alpha belongs to field E. This extension E equal to F joining single alpha is called as simple extension. The extension of given field formed by adjoining only one element of the extension field is called as simple extension of the given field. Here E equal to F of alpha is a simple extension. We proved this corollary in previous lecture. The theorem is, if E is a finite separable extension of a field F, just now we have seen the definition of separable extension. The extension E of F is called separable if every element of E is separable over F. That means the minimal polynomial of every element of the field E has all distinct roots over the given field F. In theorem, it is given that E is a finite separable extension, means degree of extension of E over F is finite, and second thing is E is separable extension of F. Then E is simple extension. Then we prove E is a simple extension. That means E is formed by adjoining a single element alpha to the field F. That is, in this way, E, by showing E equal to F of alpha, we can show E is simple extension of F. Proof is, there are two cases because in theorem it is not given whether the field is finite or infinite. So we consider two cases. In first case, if F is a finite field, if F contains finite number of elements, then see the corollary. If F is a finite field and E is a finite extension of field F, if E is finite extension of finite field F, then E, the extension E is equal to F of alpha. Then E is simple extension of F. If F is a finite field and E is finite extension of F, then E is the simple extension of F. Here it is given that E is a finite extension of the field F. Therefore, whatever the extension E of F, that will be simple extension. In first case, if F is finite field, then its finite extension gives a simple extension. Then E is simple extension of F. In second case, we select E as an infinite field. If F is an infinite field and E is finite extension of F, it is given that E is finite separable extension of F. Now we are considering F is infinite field. But E is a finite extension of F, hence E is generated by finite number of elements over F. That means E is formed by adjoining n elements to F, which are algebraic over the field F. What is meant by algebraic element? An element A belongs to the extension field is called algebraic element over the given field if for that element there exists a non-constant polynomial over the given field F for which the element alpha is root for that polynomial. Here E is a finite extension of F. Also it is given that E is separable extension of F. By definition of separable extension, it is firstly algebraic extension. Hence, if E is finite extension, then E is formed by adjoining finite number of elements to F, which are algebraic over F. Because being separable extension, it is algebraic extension. Hence, all AIs are algebraic. Hence, all AIs are algebraic over F, where I runs from 1 to n. And E is separable extension of F implies all these AIs are distinct. If E is equal to F of alpha beta, means if E is formed by adjoining two elements alpha and beta to the field F, then we have to show this E is a simple extension. That means we will show this F of alpha beta is equal to F of theta for some theta. Then E will be simple extension. If E is in the form of F of alpha beta, where alpha and beta are algebraic over F because E is algebraic extension of F, also E is finite extension of F, the degree of extension of E over F should be finite. Hence, the elements alpha and beta belongs to E, algebraic over F, hence they have some minimal polynomials over F. Suppose that polynomials are Px and Qx. Px and Qx be minimal polynomial. What is meant by minimal polynomial? The monic irreducible polynomial of which alpha and beta are roots are denoted by Px and Qx. Px and Qx be minimal polynomials for alpha and beta over the field F. Means all the coefficients of the polynomial Px and Qx belongs to the field F respectively. Means Px is minimal polynomial for alpha and Qx is minimal polynomial for beta, where Px and Qx are from the field F. That means they have coefficients from the field F. In this case, F is infinite field. If Px and Qx are of degree n and m, because E is separable extension, E is algebraic extension, and we have considered E is generated by two elements over the F, field F, then the degree of extension of E over F is finite. Because E is finite extension, the degree of extension of E over F is finite. Hence, each element belongs to E is algebraic over the given field F. But the elements are alpha and beta. belongs to the field F. Hence their minimal polynomials are also of some finite degrees. Suppose Px has degree n and Qx has degree m. What is the meaning of Px is of degree n? If Px is of degree n, then by fundamental theorem of algebra, Px has at most n roots. Similarly, Qx has at most m roots. Because they are minimal polynomials for alpha and beta belongs to the field E, which is separable over F. All the roots of these polynomials Px and Qx are distinct because alpha and beta, which is the extension of field F joining alpha beta is the extension of field F. Alpha belongs to this extension, but it is given that this extension E is separable extension, also finite extension. Hence, every element of field E is separable over field F. We have two elements. Just now we have two elements, alpha and beta belongs to field E. Hence, alpha is separable over F. Means minimal polynomial for alpha have all roots distinct over F. Also, minimal polynomial for beta has all roots distinct, where that polynomial is Qx belongs to the field F. Means what? If alpha is one of the root of polynomial Px and beta is the root of the polynomial Qx, then alpha and beta have n and m choices respectively. Means alpha is root of the polynomial Px, which is minimal polynomial for alpha. Hence alpha has n choices because degree of Px is n. Suppose they are alpha 1, alpha 2 up to alpha n. These are n distinct roots of the polynomial Px. But we consider one of the root is alpha, hence alpha belongs to this set of n elements. And beta is root of the polynomial Qx because Qx is minimal polynomial for beta, but degree of Qx is m. Hence, beta belongs to the set of m elements starting from beta 1, beta 2 up to beta m. And all these roots are distinct because alpha and beta are separable over F. It is given that E is separable extension of F. Hence, all the elements of E are separable over F. That means every element has some minimal polynomial over F and all that polynomials have distinct roots. So, these n and m roots are distinct. In mathematical form, we write this as alpha I not equal to alpha j for 1 less equal ij less equal n, and beta l not equal to beta k, means any two elements of this set are not equal for 1 less equal lk less than or equal to m. But in this case, we have considered infinite field. F is infinite field. Therefore, there is some element, suppose A belongs to F, for which A not equal to alpha I minus alpha upon beta minus beta j. What is alpha? Alpha is one of the root of polynomial Px, beta is one of the root of the polynomial Qx, where beta does not take the value beta 1. The mentioned condition is 2 less than or equal to j less than or equal to m, means here we are varying the value of j from 2 to m. Means beta can take the value 1, beta 1. Consider element in this form alpha I minus alpha upon beta minus beta j. Because I belongs to 1 to n, this numerator may be 0 but denominator not equal to 0. If we consider beta is equal to beta 1, then at least one value of beta, the denominator is non-zero. J belongs to 2 to n, m. As we are considering this quotient, where these elements belongs to alpha and alpha i's belongs to the extension field of F, that is E. Alpha beta belongs to extension of F. We are considering that extension as E. Alpha has n choices, beta has m choices, and we are considering the quotient of alpha I minus alpha. Obviously, alpha I minus alpha should not belongs to F because it is in the extension of field F. Beta minus beta j, this difference is also not belongs to F, hence this quotient does not belongs to F. So consider the elements in this form, that element is not equal to A. A is the element of field F. We have these n elements, these m elements does not belongs to F, hence their subtraction, division does not belongs to F. Consider one of the element of F in the form of A, that is not this quotient alpha I minus alpha upon beta minus beta j. What this gives? By taking cross multiplication, beta minus beta j into A not equal to alpha I minus alpha. Bracket, we get A beta minus A beta j not equal to alpha I minus alpha. This means alpha plus A beta not equal to alpha I plus A beta j, where j not equal to 1 because j running from 2 to m. If theta is equal to theta, consider that theta element in this form alpha plus A beta, because we want to show this E as a simple extension, means we have to show E is equal to F joining theta, then E will be simple extension. But we considered E field as F joining alpha beta. So consider the linear combination of alpha beta, that is alpha plus A beta, and call that by theta. Theta is in the form of alpha plus A beta. Then as this term is alpha plus A beta not equal to alpha I plus A beta j, this alpha plus A beta not equal to alpha I plus A into beta j, then theta minus A beta j is not equal to alpha I. See, if theta is equal to alpha plus A beta, then theta is what? Alpha plus A beta. Using this value of alpha plus A beta in above step, we get theta not equal to alpha I plus A beta j. Hence, theta not equal to alpha I plus A into beta j. This means what? Theta minus A into beta j not equal to alpha I. Define one polynomial hx is equal to P of theta minus Ax, because we have a polynomial Px, that is minimal polynomial for alpha. Define another polynomial in terms of Px by h of x is equal to P of theta minus Ax belongs to f theta of x. F theta is what? Now we have one more extension of here, f theta of the field F, and we are considering hx polynomial over this extension of f theta of x, hx in the form of P of theta minus Ax. If we substitute x is equal to beta in hx, then we get h of beta is equal to P of theta minus, only replace x by beta, theta minus A into beta. But what is theta minus A beta? Because theta is equal to alpha plus A beta, theta is equal to alpha plus A beta, theta minus A beta, where theta minus A beta is what? Theta minus A beta is alpha. So this theta minus A beta value is alpha, but P of alpha is 0 because Px is minimal polynomial for alpha over F is equal to 0. Hence h of beta is 0. What is meant by h of beta is 0? This means beta is root of the polynomial hx. Beta is root of hx, where hx belongs to? Hx belongs to the extension field of f, namely f of theta. Also, if we find h of beta j, beta is root of hx, beta belongs to this set of m elements. So we consider other element. Suppose that element is beta j for j not equal to 1. H of beta j is equal to, replace in this expression of hx, replace x by beta j. We get P of theta minus A into beta j. But what is theta minus A into beta j? We have used theta is equal to alpha plus A beta. If we put this value here, theta is equal to alpha plus A beta, what we get? Theta not equal to alpha I minus A beta j. This gives what? This gives theta minus A into beta j is not equal to alpha I. Theta minus A into beta j not equal to alpha I. Use that value here. P of theta minus A into beta j is not equal to P of alpha I. Because these two values are not equal, theta minus A beta j is not equal to alpha I. P of alpha I not equal to P of theta minus A beta j. We have in this step P of theta minus A beta j. This is not equal to P of alpha I. But what is P of alpha I? P of alpha I is equal to 0. Hence, consider this step. H of beta j is not equal to P of theta minus A beta j. This is not equal to P of alpha I, but P of alpha equal to 0, because we assumed Px has degree n and the n roots of Px are alpha 1, alpha 2 up to alpha n. P of alpha I is equal to 0. From this, P of alpha equal to 0. But P of alpha is not equal to P of theta minus A beta j. So H of beta j is not equal to 0. Hence H of beta j is not equal to 0. What is the meaning of this step? Beta j is not a root of the polynomial hx. In above step, beta is root of the polynomial hx. But in this step, beta j is not root of the polynomial hx. For j not equal to 1, because we considered the values of j from 2 to m. Hence, if j not equal to 1, then beta j is not root of hx. But qx is minimal polynomial for beta. Hence, qx divides the polynomial hx. Because of what? Qx is a polynomial satisfied by the element beta. Hence, qx is of least degree polynomial, that is monic and irreducible over here, for which beta is a root. Hence, degree of qx is less than any other polynomial for which beta is root. In this step, hx has root beta, because h of beta equal to 0. Also, we have qx is a polynomial for which beta is a root, so q of beta equal to 0, but qx is a polynomial of least degree, so qx must be divisor of hx. Qx is minimal polynomial for beta, therefore by minimality of qx, qx is divisor of hx. By definition of divisibility, hx is equal to qx into rx, where Rx is a polynomial in f theta of x. Hence, where Hx belongs to? Hx is a polynomial from f theta of x. Therefore, this product also belongs to f theta of x. As the product belongs to f theta of x and f theta of x is a field, both the elements in the form of polynomials, that are qx and rx, belongs to f theta of x. Means qx belongs to f theta of x. Now consider ax belongs to f theta of x. Ax is a polynomial for which beta is a root. Also, ax is divisor of hx and ax divisor of qx. We have two polynomials, hx and qx, out of which qx is minimal polynomial and hx is a polynomial satisfied by beta. So we have a common divisor of both the polynomials. Suppose that divisor polynomial is ax. Ax divides hx and ax divides qx. As this is a common divisor of hx and qx, all the roots of hx, also roots of qx, are also roots of ax. All the roots of hx and qx are the roots of ax, but the only common root of hx and qx is beta. There is only one root that is common to both the polynomials qx and hx, that is beta. Hence, ax is in the form of linear polynomial. X minus beta belongs to f theta of x. Therefore, ax is in the form of x minus beta. Ax is in the form of x minus beta belongs to f theta of x. As this polynomial have coefficients from f theta of x, which are the coefficients 1 and minus beta. Hence beta belongs to f theta of x. But what is theta? Theta belongs to f theta of x, right? Because this is what extension of f by adjoining theta to f. This extension is formed by adjoining theta to the field f. Theta, so theta belongs to this field. But what is the value of theta? We used the value of theta in this step. Theta minus a beta is equal to alpha. So theta is equal to alpha plus a beta belongs to f theta of x. Hence we have beta belongs to f theta of x, theta belongs to f theta of x, alpha plus a beta belongs to f theta of x. These two elements belongs to this field and a alpha plus a beta belongs to this field. Therefore the subtraction theta minus a beta belongs to this field. See, we have considered a belongs to field here and we have two elements beta and theta belongs to f theta. So the combination theta minus a beta belongs to f theta. Okay. So alpha plus a beta. What is this difference? Theta minus a beta. See, this theta minus a beta is the value of alpha. This implies alpha belongs to f theta. So f theta contains all the elements alpha as well as beta as well as f. Hence the field f theta is same as f of alpha beta. Because it contains alpha as well as beta, so it contains alpha plus a beta. Hence this field f of theta is same as f of alpha beta. What we assume? We assume that E is finite separable extension of f in the form of f of alpha beta, and we proved this field is equal to f of theta, that is the extension of field f. So if f is infinite field, then its extension is a simple extension. If f is infinite field, then its finite separable extension E is the simple extension formed by f and theta, where this theta is in the form of linear combination of alpha and beta. Hence by induction, therefore by induction in first step of the theorem, we assume that E is equal to f joining a1, a2 up to an is a simple extension. We can form a theta in the form of linear combination of these n elements by continuing the same procedure. Hence E is the simple extension. Suppose that extension is formed by f and delta. Is simple extension of f. One more thing is very important. Qx is a polynomial. Qx is a minimal polynomial for beta over here, and here hx is a polynomial satisfied by beta over the field f theta. So hx and qx are distinct polynomials. For example, if we consider the field q joining 4th root of 2, its subfield q joining root 2, and again its subfield q. We have an element beta is equal to 4th root of 2. So its minimal polynomial for beta over q. Minimal polynomial for beta over q is x raised to 4 minus 2. Call this as qx. If we consider the same element 4th root 2 beta, then its minimal polynomial over this extension of q, namely q root 2, will be, if we try to find the minimal polynomial for beta over q root 2. This is what is minimal polynomial for beta over q. Now consider the same element beta equal to 4th root of 2. Squaring both sides we get beta square is equal to root 2. Implies x square minus root 2 belongs to q root 2. Is the minimal polynomial for beta over q root 2. Is minimal polynomial for beta over q root 2. Hence these two polynomials are distinct polynomials. But see, this is a factor of this polynomial. X square minus root 2 is the factor of x raised to 4 minus 2. We consider this polynomial as hx. This is the polynomial qx, and this is the another polynomial for the same element beta over the other, namely q root 2. Thank you.